Hello everybody, Block Koopa here. Welcome back to more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. I am joined by...
Prolo Class 67.
And...
Skip it up and down up.
You already did that as an outro for one of the episodes.
I think you did, yeah.
I know he did.
Boo, come up with
And
new
we're back.
material.
And, oh yeah, this is the last thing that happened. We figured out about how they used a rope. They basically rigged rope in order to go from the window in the prison shower in Ryuma's lab to the gym window in order to move the body.
I assume that rope wave usually just means there are two ropes instead of just one. But that's not very clear.
I mean, there are two ropes and not just one involved, but I don't think that is specifically...
I imagine it's something like a laundry line, where it's like some sort of zip line type thing that you tug at the ends to move something.
Mm-hmm. Based on the picture it showed earlier, it kind of feels like they intend it to be kind of like a zip line.
So like a pulley system, or...
They'll show more, they'll show more, pictures. So...
I sure hope so, because I don't know what a rope wave is.
Wait a minute. Drain damage?
Oh.
Kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that.
They're talking like a ropeway is a common English
don't
word.
we know?
They're speaking like ropeway is a common English word.
I know, right?
That is like self-explanatory as to what it is and looks like.
We're doing it. This is the last minigame. The Mind's Mine.
Are we playing Minesweeper?
No, it's not Minesweeper.
Are you sure? It sure
It's
looks
more-
like
You're
Minesweeper.
sure?
I am very sure I have played this game before.
I refuse to believe it.
Okay,
until
what
see
if I
it.
were to tell you it is not Minesweeper, it's the underground minigame in Pokemon Diamond Pearl?
Oh my god!
That's the best.
What-
I was
That's
actually
even
going to say
better.
Voltorb Flip. I was going to say
Even
Voltorb Flip.
No,
this is
it's-
even better.
No, it's the mining minigame in Gen 4.
This is the best.
Yes.
Dude, Gen 4's Underground is the best part about that game. The Underground, I legit,
so
like,
fun.
I played Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond. I don't remember which one I have. But I literally, like, I unlocked the Underground, and I only played the Underground from that point on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is how it works. Okay, so it is a little bit different. It's like that
so you picked up
crossed
my
with...
color?
It's that crossed with, this.
Okay.
I
So you
forgot
want to do it
about
in a
this
way
part.
that you're getting them in a group.
Yeah, and you're supposed to be uncovering, items.
Yeah.
So naturally,
It's
we
kinda
all
cool.
understand that this
That's
is what we're
tire.
looking for, right?
Yeah.
We all know?
I mean,
Okay.
do you have like a time limit or like a stamina gauge? Could you not just like literally
do
go
have a
around
time
and just click
limit.
on everything?
No, I have a time limit. If I don't get, at least 2 next to each other, then I
Or you lose 10 seconds?
Then I lose 10 seconds.
But is it enough of a time limit?
It's 3 minutes as of right now. Ish.
Yeah, that's not enough of a time limit for you to... I would imagine you'd just be able to like...
Well, yeah, but this is the first time that they're doing it. So, you know,
Wait,
the
all you
later
have to do is
cases...
reveal it.
But the later cases,
Oh, you
it'll be a little
revealed-
bit more difficult.
I see. You reveal 3 objects. And
Yeah,
then you
you're
have to select
basically-
the right one.
Yeah, you're basically...
Oh.
You're mining through them like in Pokemon. But you're looking
Yeah.
for the one that's the answer to the question.
I thought we had to do the entire image.
No.
Oh. If we had to do the entire image, I was like, we would just go through in a line and just click on everything. But that's fine.
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side?
Well, there goes my
Was
theory.
originally tied on both sides. The culprit
See,
made a
there's
rope
the-
way
there's
by
your,
hanging the tube from the rope connecting the
Second
windows.
image to demonstrate. So it's kind of like a zipline.
So
That's
this,
the third floor
so the
It
window
is-
sec, there wasn't a, so
yeah,
there
there
wasn't
goes
a
your
second
trampoline
rope.
theory.
to belong.
Wait, so there wasn't a second rope from the window from window to window. The second rope was just the one that was attached to the inner tube.
What do you mean? Second rope? Are you referring to the wire that was from the tennis racket or the tennis net?
I thought they said there were 2 ropes, and that's why it's a ropeway instead of a rope.
No, I think they're using ropeway as a way made out of rope.
So like, yeah, but that's not an actual word that's commonly used in English.
I
so
don't
I don't
think it
understand
is,
what it's
but
supposed
that's
to
the
mean.
word that they decided to have us hangman for. So
They're saying ropeway as if that's a commonly understood phrase in English that people know what they mean when you say that.
We're blending into Zero Escape levels of knowledge, people.
Man, I'm feeling vicious today.
Culprit used the ropes and the
We were talking earlier.
Who hurt you?
I don't know.
yeah, seriously, this
I had
man
a
is
weird-
out for blood today.
I
We were
had a
talking
weird
for
dream
like
last
20
night,
minutes
and-
before we started recording, and he
Yeah.
was just going savage.
Yeah, I was. I don't know, man.
He tried to say that Aki from Street Fighter 6 is only maybe as ugly as Gita from Scarlet and Violet. And I think that is not nearly comparable.
Yeah.
Like,
I have
I
to
think
look-
that, well,
I
to be
mean,
fair,
I'd have to look. I'd have to look at both of them side by side in order to compare them,
Why
and
would
there
you
is
subject
no way
yourself
I'm
to
doing
that?
that.
yeah,
There's no way I'm doing
I would
that.
I would wish that on my, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. No, in general,
Yeah.
I think that the people models, the models for the people in Pokemon Sword and Shield or Scarlet and Violet, are mostly not very good. Not all of them,
yeah, I
but
think
a
I-
lot of
I
them,
think-
I think, are not very good.
I
can
would
agree
go
with
as far as to say that that is a gross understatement.
Well,
They're
fair.
so desaturated. Makes me sad.
Desaturation is not the problem I have with it. It's the fact that you have old people in children's clothing with like really derpy proportions and
Yeah.
dot facial hair. It's like, and derpy faces.
yeah,
I don't know, how
it's-
savage am I supposed to be right now?
you-
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I.
Not.
I'm not saying that I hate that game. I actually really like it for the fun factor. It nails the exploration feel that Arceus had. But I think that's a fun game, but it's also a really ugly game.
Yeah. I think a lot of the 3D models and textures for a lot of the Pokemon look pretty good.
But I think the Pokemon designs in Gen 9 are actually fantastic.
Yeah,
But
I
the-
really
the-
like them.
But the
I
people
really like
look
but
bad.
the human designs are the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Other
Well-
than maybe Aki from Street Fighter 6.
Yeah,
And
no.
we're back to this.
When I saw that thing for the first time, I was just, first of all, when I first saw it, it was in a thumbnail for a YouTube video, and I didn't realize that it was Street Fighter. As soon as I saw it, I looked away, and I did not click on that video. And then I later figured out that was the new DLC character for Street Fighter 6, and I'm like, why does Street Fighter insist on just making the ugliest character designs imaginable?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is.
Anyways, what is happening?
Yeah, I stopped paying attention.
You can go back through the dialogue thing, can't you?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Oh, wait.
Chance.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to finish talking. Wait, so... more stable than... and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Oh, they were talking about whether they went with the body, I guess?
Yeah.
Moved themselves and Ryuma's body from the lab window to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way it would be more stable, and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene. When they put it that way, it certainly sounds possible. You say the culprit set their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against the school rules? It would count as the gym, would it not? Or entering the gym, would it not? Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is. Wait, who asked you last time? It's quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan. Ah, so that is going to be a little bit of a he gave something away. Last time someone
Oopsies.
asked. Ooh.
We done messed up.
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth. His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg.
That's an
Oh.
horrifying visual.
It is a
That is a
weird
horrifying visual.
If you two keep freaking out about it.
You're on the threshold of an amazing
Then your little slip up is actually the truth.
Haha.
Pops?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Are they gonna get executed? Is one of them gonna get executed?
Mad at you now.
By the time we
Not
get
yet.
down to the end of the game, are there only gonna be one of them
This
left?
is what you get for acting
And it's
like
gonna
a
be
fool
Monokuma.
all the time.
Yeah, there's only one. Well, yeah. All the Monocups are gonna be dead by the time we get to the end of the game.
Huh?
Blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes.
is all that remains.
Except for
Everybody
me,
has
because I
those
am a
days.
robot.
Don't listen to him, Mr. Krabs. He is always...
He is obviously
Wait.
a robot.
No, it's don't listen to him, SpongeBob. He is obviously a robot. I messed up the joke.
Ravioli, give me the fun.
Ra-
Dem's right. Monosuke, you better thank
Wait,
Monosuke.
hold on.
Less
I
attitude
just
and
realized
more gratitude.
that Monokid has his own portrait that's X'd out on the side.
Yeah, did you not see that earlier?
No, I
You
didn't
just noticed that?
I just
You
noticed.
played this game. You played this game
Well,
already.
I mean,
also,
I prob-
can we
I-
comment on the fact that he just pronounced him Monosuke?
Did he really?
He said Monosuke.
Monosuke, you better
Oh,
thank
why?
Monosuke.
Ugh, why?
That is. That yeah no. That's what you
Um,
get for having English voice acting in a Japanese game.
Trial was
Yeah.
just getting fun. Why you gotta
and I
ruin it with
probably
that
noticed it
slip up?
when I played the game the first time, but this is the first time I've noticed it this playthrough.
But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
Ooh, money.
Really used ropeway to move body? Yeah, they used the
That sounds-
ropeway to
money
move
sounds
the
like the next
body
motive.
from window to window.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Murder.
Or the last.
Some crazy ass shit. But if the
Okay,
Ow.
I am so tired of them using the word ropeway.
hard to put it all away.
Seriously.
Not necessarily.
Can't they just use the word zipline?
No.
All one must do is detach the
The
rope from
word
window
zipline
after
is
using the
copyrighted.
ropeway.
They must use ropeplay.
Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
But how would they get back over if they cut it from that side? That doesn't make
Tossing
any
the rope
sense.
into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
Yeah, how would,
What?
and then how would they reach the gym window like that?
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we
That
found
doesn't
it
make
there.
any sense.
Yeah, that seems
What?
weird.
What?
With that
How would you
method,
cut it from the other
culprit
s-
must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Seriously.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
This is one of the more complicated setups for a murder
But if the culprit
that
was
I've
so
seen
careful to recover
in
the
this game.
rope they used
Like
to
in any of the games.
Yeah.
Like this is really complicated.
Yeah.
Why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was
If
an
it
accident.
The
fell.
water is so shallow you can't swim in it and get it
Yeah,
out.
if it just dropped, then you can't get to it.
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
And it can't be the maid, 'cause she doesn't make
Then
mistakes.
why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
Can't be who? Oh, the maid.
Yeah.
That also means it can't be Kibo because
Okay.
robots don't make mistakes, as we've already established.
True.
Right. Alright, we've been eliminated. They don't like water.
It was
Culprit,
nighttime.
Wait a minute, Kibo can't swim.
It was nighttime.
Wait a minute.
what?
Oh right, it was
It was
nighttime.
nighttime.
They couldn't
Nighttime. Yeah, I know. I was just waiting for Nicholas to
pool
get there.
Come on.
I was just waiting for him to get there. I was getting an
Yeah,
opportunity.
they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
swim.
I see.
Listen, I was so caught up on the idea that it'd be Kibo because he can't swim.
But couldn't they have used
True.
the rope to fish it out?
He is a robot.
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope. The steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work. Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
I mean, if you tied it with a rope, then yeah.
I can see why
I still think that for that big of a mistake to leave that in there, that person would, the culprit would need to spend the entire night going back and forth from the warehouse to the pool to try to find something. There's gotta be something in that warehouse that the culprit could use to get that inner tube out. Like, this part made me a little bit like, I don't know that I buy that. Like, I understand the logic of the pool water being so low and it'd be really hard to get it out, but if that person made a mistake and had all night while everyone slept to correct that mistake, there's a giant warehouse full of stuff.
I mean, people are prone to panic when they make mistakes, so...
Yeah, but then just leave it? And just hope that during the investigation, it doesn't come back to bite you?
I mean, I guess you just hope that an inner tube in the pool is not a shocking thing.
What kind of clumsy
But yeah.
Yeah, but with a rope tied to the side of it?
But yeah, with the rope tied to it, and what if someone happened to be interested in the pool and noticed?
A real fucking amateur.
Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
Yeah, save for the fact that the sky is not red. It's not red. It's definitely red, not blue. I didn't come up with a very good analogy for that.
I think I know where you were going with that, but that did end up not really coming out very well.
Yeah. How about save for the fact that they killed 6 million people in during its reign. Communist Russia was a perfectly good society. Save for the fact that they killed 6 million people. It was great.
Personally,
how about that?
I find this culprit.
I mean, you stuttered through it, but still,
I stuttered through it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that logic is stupid. Save for the fact that they made a mistake, it was perfect. Well, but the fact they made a mistake literally means it wasn't perfect.
Well, I think the idea is if they didn't make that mistake, then then we wouldn't have been able to figure this out.
It's just a stupid
bold,
statement.
Plan.
I'm vicious today, okay?
There was a
yes, I'm on my evil arc. I'm on
you
my
are.
evil arc today.
Pick me up, I'm scared.
For this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Respect the pouch. Respect
No.
it.
Respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. So close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery.
I mean, spending all the time running around to try to find ways to get the inner tube out would mean that person would have gotten no sleep and would be just ridiculously sleepy, which is a potential giveaway.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. I just still think the person could have waited, could have taken more time to try to figure it out.
At the same time, from like a writing perspective, that would mean that as soon as we figured out that the crime took place at nighttime, we'd be able to reasonably guess who it was by who's dozing off.
Yeah.
So that would make the case so much faster and not get into the nitty-gritty details.
True.
And then everyone would immediately throw blame back at Himiko.
Yeah.
Except it's not because she's tired, it's just because she's lazy.
But my sidekick here is on a roll right
Yeah.
now, so I'll let him take this.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself. Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
No, I don't.
Alright.
Liar.
You?
Liar.
I mean, my actual reasoning for thinking that it's Kurumi as far as like the script is concerned is that she's the one who messed with the curtains, right? So she's the one who would have been
She's
up
the one
there,
who
so
knitted
she
the
could have.
curtains.
Oh yeah, I guess it's true. Did she set up the
Or
curtains?
sewed them or whatever.
No,
I don't know if she set them
Yeah.
up. I think she just sewed them.
Oh, okay. Well, in which case,
Shuichi,
whoever set
are
up
you
the
hesitating
curtains
again?
would have been the person who would have gone up and set up the window to be open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whoever set up the curtains is whoever
Come
left
on,
the thing
man,
open,
there's no need for that.
left the window open.
Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes.
Kaito, we're not worried that we're gonna make a mistake. We just don't know yet.
Use those skills of yours.
Okay, okay, then I accuse
Shove
you.
the truth
What?
down their throats.
So, do we keep pressing A, hoping that it doesn't get us to a point where we can't pause and look through our evidence again, or do we look through our evidence now?
Let's look at the evidence now.
Okay.
Please look at the evidence. I have no clue who it is.
Okay.
This is the point where we're supposed to say who it is at this point, right?
Yeah.
I think so. This sounds
yeah.
like what's doing.
Yeah, we
have
don't know yet.
We have
so-
nothing else to go over yet, and we seem ready to throw out an accusation.
During the magic show, and when the timer hit 20 seconds, go into one on the top of the stage, no one saying during the time, go to notice Ryoma. Didn't notice him inside until after Piranha's released. Yeah, we already went over that. Night before, Shuichi and some of the others. Okay, this is talking about when everyone was...
Okay, scroll through those pictures, but slowly.
Well, it doesn't really help us because it's nighttime stuff. Like the crime was committed at nighttime.
Yeah, but
so who was
11?
at the insect meet and greet doesn't really matter.
I guess, yeah, but I mean 10 through 11 kind of matters a little bit.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. It basically is just to know that Shuichi wasn't there at that point. So,
Okay.
going on, this was figuring out how the trick was done.
Yep.
This has
What
to
a
do
thing.
with who brought it in.
Wait, who carried it over?
Carried over by Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, and Andy. During the show, it was hung over the water escape tank. Only the
Using the
front side
control
was glass,
panel for the
other side
stage
made out of
lights.
wood. Looked like there was no lid. Window frame. Scratched handcuffs. We figured out that these were taken from the tennis lab.
Yep.
Square glass pane. We
Can you
figured
go
out
back to the
that
marked
was...
window frame? Window frame on top of the window in the gym. It has deep abrasions if it was scratched. Same as the handcuffs. Or no, the same as the other window.
Mhm.
Okay. That doesn't help us that much.
And the piranhas, we figured out why they were crammed already. Okay, immediately after Kokichi left the Ultimate Ninja Monster Lab at 9 p.m. last night, he was caught by Kurumi in the entrance. He stayed with her until 10. After he went to the dorms and returned to the Ultimate Ninja Monster Lab at 11. Saw a figure of a girl. Yeah, we already figured that out. That was,
Yep.
Miyu.
Wait, when did he see Miyu?
Sometime...
A few times.
Yeah, so during all of this. Probably between
this is pretty
9
much
p.m. and 10
confirming
p.m.
that Kurumi.
After he went to the dorms and returned to the entomologist lab at 11.
Basically,
Okay.
Kurumi, Kokichi have alibis from 9 to 10. That's all it confirms.
Okay, but not past that.
Not past that. Do not die
Isn't
from a leg cramp.
isn't do not die from a leg cramp. Do not die from slipping. Do not die from choking on your food. Warning here. When does nighttime start? Doesn't it start at 10?
10, yep.
Okay.
The sink looks large enough to fill a good amount of water into it. Scratches, we figured that out. Tennis net cable properly set up when he came to the lab the first time, but the wire had been taken out later. It's 50 feet in length. Maki was standing guard all night. She stayed only in her room during nighttime. Last person to see Ryoma live was Gonta. It was around 8 p.m. Miyu also saw Ryoma 30 minutes before that. Although I think that we also confirmed that Maki saw him, but I don't remember if we determined whether that was after this or not, but whatever.
Well, we confirmed that for a lie, though.
Yeah, but, well, we didn't confirm it, but she says that she talked to him, and we believe her that she talked to him. We just don't know when, and we don't believe that it was her that killed
We
him.
also can't but we also don't know for sure that it was the case. We're just trusting it.
Yeah, that's true. Shuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Tsurugi, Tenko forced to gather in the entomologist lab between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. 5 minutes
11.
To 11, sorry. 5 minutes to 9, Himiko and Angie joined. Kokichi was in the entomologist until 9 p.m. That was English, don't worry about it. He was with Kurumi from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. By 11, he returned to the lab. Kurumi was in the gym until a little before 9, with Himiko and Angie. From 9 to 10, she was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. Miyu was seen multiple times last night wandering around in her underwear. That was it. So, what do we think?
I don't know what. My gut is telling me Kokichi for some reason. But that's just a gut feeling.
I think... True. Wait, how long was Kaito, what is Kaito's alibi again?
I think the main thing is not a lot of people have alibis for that time frame. Only people who are at the insect meeting grade until like 11 have sort of.
Yeah, he doesn't have an alibi for any of this. He doesn't appear at all.
Kurumi doesn't have an alibi past 10.
Correct.
Kokichi doesn't have an alibi for an hour.
Kokichi doesn't have an alibi for an hour. Kurumi doesn't have an alibi past 10. I think Kibo doesn't have an alibi at all, I don't think. No, he was in the... Never mind, he was in the...
No, he was in the meet and greet.
Maki doesn't have an alibi at all. Kaito doesn't have an alibi at all.
Man!
Yeah, in my mind, it's between Kurumi, Kaito, and Amaki.
I'm going for a Kokichi or a Kaito. That's my gut. Are we gonna accuse our partner again?
Probably. Alright, and then after we'll be like, alright, who wants to be my new partner?
Okay, this whole gym would have had to been, this whole setup would have had to been prepared in the gym well beforehand, knowing that narrows the list of suspects.
Okay, who is on Magic Stage prep team?
Obviously Himiko, Angie.
Yes. Yeah, but Himiko and Angie, I think, are both at the bug meeting grade, so they have solid alibis.
True. Kurumi, I don't know if Kurumi was actually helping with setup, past just making the curtain.
Go back to the insect meet and greet. I think I remember something about Kurumi in that. Go down.
No, it doesn't say anything about her.
Dang.
Next panel.
What? Does that change the written information?
No, it doesn't.
Nope, next panel. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's just a visual to show who was in there at the time.
Although Himiko and Angie were late, they have an alibi for nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And they're also the alibi they are the evidence that it couldn't have been committed in the morning.
Yep.
True.
Because they were at the gym's entrance before 9 o'clock.
Or early in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, prep team was Angie, Himiko. Was Kurumi actually doing setup, or was she just making the curtain?
It doesn't say in this one. I'm pretty sure that she said that she was only making the curtain.
Because I remember wasn't there one piece of evidence that said she stayed in the gym until like 5 minutes to 9?
Yeah, that was...
It said that there was a point where she was in the gym for 5 minutes alone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
Kurumi was in the gym...
There.
No, where was
It's that one, yeah.
Yeah,
it's that one. Kurumi was in the gym until a little before 9 when Himiko and Angie. From 9 to 10, she was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for 5 minutes. Yeah, I really don't want it to be the case, but I think it's Kurumi.
Alright, I think I made my decision.
What's your decision?
Kurumi, because she's the only one confirmed to have at least some time to prepare it in gym.
Alright, well, we've got a minute.
Yeah. The alternative is Kaito in my mind, but I'm not sure if Kaito would have set everything up.
She's still
keep in
doing
mind
that stupid face.
Kirumi's also like the last one in the gym.
Yeah. As much as I hate it, I think it's her.
Yeah.
Alright, am I pulling the trigger? Pun very much intended?
Yes, do it.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we're wrong, which actually would be best case scenario for me, but you know.
Yes, kill.
Let's do it.
It has to be you. There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
Not culprit, prime suspect.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me.
Can't you?
If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
That's a...
Why does she suddenly have talents?
I don't know.
Okay.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Oh,
crime was
that's
committed at night.
She said... Yep.
I wasn't reading those.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
That is true.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we
Do
would
you?
fall for such nonsense?
Dick relied on complex mechanisms to work. Not someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin, has a nice body. She and Ryo
Okay, baby.
shared an
I said so am I.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Wait, who did? Someone did? Oh, gosh.
Someone did.
To force Kurumi to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in her story somewhere, I just have to stay calm and find it.
I, of course, am not.
What are our options here?
Alright, we have Maki alone.
Oh, we've got...
Anyone could have done it with no...
There we go. Got Maki alone, alibis, Monokuma file, insect
Can we
music.
counter it?
Alibis for yesterday,
Oh.
maybe.
Most of us do not have one with alibis for yesterday.
Nonsense.
That's my guess.
Yeah, I think so too.
With, alibis? With this one?
Yes.
Yeah, alibis for yesterday with her saying most of us don't have an alibi.
Yeah.
Kirumi is thin, has a nice body. She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have.
There, that's the one.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at night.
Nighttime.
Of course I freaking... I'm so mad.
Chance, lead your shot.
Well,
Lead the shot.
I didn't think my focus was gonna run out right then.
No?
No?
True, I have no alibi for nighttime, but the others do not have alibis either. That reasoning is too shallow to justify being suspicious of me.
I was wrong.
Crap.
I, of course, am not
Okay,
the culprit.
well...
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
Do we want to look over
I
the
believe
stuff?
most of us do not have one.
Oh, I didn't know insect meeting
I have
green
evidence
was
that proves you're
an
the
option. Shoot
culprit.
that at I think most
Do
of
you
us don't
think
have
we would
one.
fall for such nonsense?
Dick relied
Yeah.
My other option is try both those statements on that
I,
could
of
have been done by anyone.
On which
The
one?
crime was committed at nighttime.
That could have been done by anyone.
Oh.
Let's try this first.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, that's the same line.
Yeah.
Okay, try insect meatery, and that could be done by anyone.
Starting to run out of time.
Oh, jeez.
Can I be honest? I don't remember what the answer is here.
Yeah, okay. That's great. We'll find out.
I have a suspicion as to what it is, but I don't remember for sure.
Do you suspect that I'm right?
No.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Well, you could have told me before.
Oh, sorry. I want to pause and look through our 4 options real quick.
Monokuma File 2 is one of the things.
Yes, this is
victims
one
are
of them.
discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. Afterward, the body was consumed by piranhas until only bones remained. That doesn't help us at all.
That doesn't really help us, no.
Thanks,
Meet and greet.
Monokuma.
Night before, Shuichi and some of the others were forced to stay in the lab by Gonta, who was tricked by Kokichi. Himiko and Andrew were brought in 5 minutes to 9. Shuichi and the others were forced to participate in the meet and greet until after 11.
Yeah, that doesn't really say anything for the entirety of nighttime. That only says for like the first hour of nighttime. We had Maki alone.
Maki alone. She was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her room only during nighttime. And then alibis for yesterday. Shuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Tsumugi, and Tenko were forced to gather in the Ultimate Entomologist Lab from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. At 5 minutes to 9, Himiko and Angie joined. Kokichi was in the Ultimate Entomologist Lab until 9 p.m. He was with Kurumi for 9 to 10. By 11, he returned to the lab. Kurumi was in the gym until a little before 9 p.m. with Himiko and Angie. From 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., she was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. She was seen multiple times last night wandering around, Miyu was.
Would the game allow us to progress to a scene like this if we decided wrong?
Probably not. I think they would just penalize us if we guess wrong.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The crime was
Can I just go ahead? We only have 2 minutes. Can I just try my,
Yeah.
my option? Hold on. I need to look again.
I believe most of us do not have.
I think it's this. No?
Let her have.
I thought maybe it was agreeing with her because she maybe has something else to say. Because hers seems like the weirdest. Well, because this is the thing.
No, let him have it. You can have it.
You can have it. It's just because that line, like, as being even an option that I can agree with, seems so suspicious. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. This feels like it.
But that sounds so generalized.
I know, but it's making me curious, you know?
You really are gonna run out of time.
I know.
I have no idea.
We obviously let's eliminate what.
Otherwise, I'm thinking maybe it really does have to do with the Monokuma file. Body was discovered in the gym. Cause of death was drowning. Afterward, the victim's body was consumed by piranhas until only... Because that doesn't say anything.
We need something that ties Kirumi to the crime.
And the only thing that ties her to anything really is this one. Because this is the only one that even talks about it.
Let's read what she says. What it says.
It says, Shuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Tsumugi, and Tenko were gathered in the lab on 8 to 11. From 9 to 11, or 8:55 to 11, Himiko and Angie were there.
At 5 minutes to 9, which is as much time as Kirumi spent alone in the gym.
Which, to be fair, spending only 5 minutes alone in the gym isn't really enough to set up a ladder, tie a rope.
We don't have any better
could have
options. Let's be real here.
It could be enough time.
Only 5 minutes to set up a ladder that big by yourself. Climb up it, tie a rope, and then how would the rope even get from the one area to the other, though?
I'm in partial agreement with you, Alex. If we were in a trial where we didn't have to accuse someone at the end, I would just say, yeah, no, we don't know who did it. Let's pass it off to the police.
Otherwise,
but no, this is Danganronpa.
How in the world do you even set up a rope like that? Because you have to get the rope from one.
They talked about it.
Window to the other, but it's too far to just throw the rope from the higher up window to the lower down window, and you'd have to tie it from one side first, and then somehow get the other end of the rope to the other window. I don't understand logistically how that's supposed to work.
It's really weird. They explained it. I honestly don't fully understand why that really makes a lot of sense either. But the way they explained it was, it's the two ropes, or the rope and the net. The net cable, anyway. One was tied to one windowsill, the other was tied to the other windowsill, and then down at the bottom, tying the two of them together to make one big long rope, then pulling it taut on the one side in order to basically pull the other end up to then untie it and then tie it to the other windowsill.
I guess that makes sense.
But I'm not completely sure I understand how they're saying that happened. Because
I mean, someone would have had to go to the pool in order for that to happen.
Well, yeah, and that part of the rope would be in the pool, wouldn't it? Like, I guess that...
No, not necessarily.
I don't know. It just seemed weird to me, but I kind of just let it go. This is the only one of the four that is specifically mentioning Kurumi. Saying that she was in the gym until a little before 9, with Himiko and Angie. From 9 to 10, she was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. And what Nicholas said sounds right. That's 5 minutes, and Himiko and Angie were in here 5 minutes to 9. So that means Kurumi was alone in the gym for 5 minutes. So that has to be related, right?
I would think so. It's the only thing that points to her having time to do anything. But I am still not convinced that 5 minutes is enough time to set up a massive ladder by yourself, climb up it, and tie a rope, and get the ladder back down.
Well,
I'm also not fully convinced, but we don't have better options.
Well, the only other thing that I was thinking, but I kind of am dismissing it because it's not a full train of thought, but it's most of the train of thought, and I don't think it's going to end up going anywhere. What if she, in that 5 minutes, set up the ladder, got up there, tied the rest of the rope, and then went out through that window. And so that was her standing on the windowsill. And
yeah, but then that would
now,
be at the pool at like 9 p.m.
And then also...
Wait, what?
Then the ladder would... But we also confirmed that the ladder was not up on the stage when they got there in the morning. So that's why I don't think that's actually...
No, standing on the windowsill thing was so that she could move the body from the tire to the tank.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really the most well-baked thoughts. It was just kind of thinking out loud.
Okay.
Bro, you want to Google it?
Do I?
Do you?
I mean, we did that for Zero Escape every now and again.
Yeah. Let's just try alibis for yesterday on all the statements until we run out of health, and then we'll just reload.
Okay.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe
Oop.
I mean, we don't need to do that one because we already did that one.
I have evidence that proves.
Didn't I already do this one?
I think so, yeah. That's fine.
So, are we trying to prove her guilt, or are we trying to prove everyone else? You have to think about what angle we're trying to go at.
Good question.
I have evidence that.
I'm still thinking that it has to do with Miyu's statement. Miyu's statement.
Oh, yeah,
Because
yeah,
hers just seems so suspicious.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Alternatively, we could test all of the bullets on that statement. But real quick, we might as well finish this one.
Well, we have 8 seconds, so...
The crime was committed.
Oh, that's not enough
I
time
actually
to get
don't
to
even
the
know what
next
happens when you run out of time.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Do you just go game over? Do we, I think it just... Do we want to know what happens? Because I actually don't know what happens.
Sure, let's find out.
I think it's a game over state. Oh.
Kind of lame.
Wow.
We can't let it end here.
Okay.
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 I, of course, am not the culprit.
Do we get a letter grade penalty for the statement
The
at
crime was
least?
committed at nighttime.
What do you mean?
Probably.
Oh, yeah, probably.
I believe most of us.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
No.
I think the goal of this non-stop debate is to tie Mew to the crime, not Mew, Kurumi, names to the crime rather than prove everyone else innocent. So we need something that ties her to the crime, despite a lot of other people not having an alibi at the same time frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that we probably knew that already, but I felt it needed to be stated out loud just so we could think on that.
Yeah.
I, of course, am not the
Okay,
culprit.
and I already tried this one.
The crime was committed at night.
Alright, let's go over the statements and we
An alibi for
can
nighttime?
accuse.
I believe most of
Can
us
we
do not
lie
have
on anything?
No, it's not
I
going to be
have
lying at this
evidence
point.
that proves you're the culprit.
Okay.
Do you think we would fall for such a
Okay, so we have...
Trick relied on complex
And
mechanisms.
most of us have one.
Someone like you could be
Evidence.
scared to pull it off.
Someone like
We already
you.
shot this one.
That could have been done by anyone.
That could have been done by anyone.
Oh my gosh.
But
I thought I tried
Wait, what?
that.
no, we tried the insect meat and grease.
We did, but we didn't try alibis for everyone there?
The only person who could have
I guess
prepared-
not.
Oh my gosh. I thought that we did. Like, I thought of that, but I just dismissed it because I thought we had already tried it.
Same here.
Okay.
Alright, well, just real
Alright,
quick,
well.
I want to do this.
Alright, that's fine.
Did we save right before this?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So we don't get the penalty.
That's
Agreed penalty.
dumb. I thought that I had already done that.
What happens here if we, like, say someone else other than her?
I'm
It'll
assuming
just-
we lose a heart.
Yeah.
Oh, never
I
mind.
was wrong.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oh, that's kind of stupid, but okay.
It has to
Man, I'm sad. But to be perfectly honest, I kind of had a feeling that Kurumi wasn't going to make it very far in this game anyway, because her art style looks a little different from the rest of the characters. Her proportions seem a little too, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, her head to body ratio is a little, like, different than everyone else's. So I don't know. She just didn't feel like she fit the cast as well.
I don't know. That could be an artist thing.
That could be an artist thing, I guess. I don't know.
There we go.
That's wrong.
I did the thing, guys.
V counter.
Man,
V create.
I feel like such an idiot. I thought we had done that
Yo,
one.
can you counter V create? Probably. It's a physical move, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a physical move, so why wouldn't you be able to?
But you have to survive V-Create first.
That's the trick. You have to, in order to counter V-Create, you have to survive the V-Create.
Focus Ash. Or Sturdy.
Yeah, well then yes, you could counter V-Create.
Alright. Can Bastion learn counter?
I doubt it.
A lot of things in Gen 3 could learn counter.
True. Is there like a good rock type that is sturdy that can learn counter?
Good rock types? No, but we have Golem.
The preparation.
Alright, well, Golem can learn counter?
Probably. A lot of things got Mimic and counter by Gen 3 Nuclear.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's bring our attention back to what's important.
My personal favorite counter user is Counter Alexander.
Man, because it probably is going to be going in the direction of, no, you're the only one who had the 5 minutes, and the 5 minutes are necessary because of this and that. Like, I thought...
I really think that's dumb logic.
I thought that we had covered this.
And why do you believe
I think, you know what we did? We shot this at everyone, we shot this at we all could have done it or something like that. And we didn't shoot it at the other one that was a very similar statement. And I just kind of thought that we shot it at both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Counter Alakazam because I like its Pokemon Stadium 1, 2, and Exeggular Darkness and Battle Revolution physical attack animation.
It's a pretty
like a
physical
headbutt.
attack animation.
It's a pretty good animation. They need to bring those animations back. The animations in those games were so good.
I like it because with Magic Card you can't break it set focus twice.
Oh, that's true.
That's a good way to think of it too.
You can tell who's the competitive Pokemon player of the group when I said that I liked it because I liked the animation. He said because it was
a double now where Stealth Rock is not a thing, Spikes is dominant only because Clamora exists.
That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
Wait, what could only have been done? Ruma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation? Yeah, the preparation could have been
tying the rope. Yeah, the tying of the rope. That's what they were saying.
That's what we're saying, Himiko.
That's what I'm saying.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough
no!
time to set it up.
Well,
no, it's not really.
Enough time
it really isn't.
On the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
And put the pain in the piranha tank? No.
That's just a matter of she was probably already standing near the stage, walk up the stairs, put the pain in the tank, and tie a rope. You could do that in 5 minutes, dude.
No, it depends on if the ladder was set up already, I guess. If the ladder was set up already, maybe. But if the ladder wasn't set up already, then no, that makes no sense.
No, that's wrong.
Your petty imagination, an empty theory created from nihilism.
Well, okay, calm down.
That's not a logical argument.
So I feel like part of your head body issue is because she has a lot of hair in the back.
I accept that. However, the crux
not
of your argument is not but a
very
guess.
thick.
You continue
pushed
to
back
force
by
the
the
facts to
headband.
conform to your misguided narrative.
Maybe.
And consider that the crux of your argument is faulty. Your entire case falls apart.
Hit the thing.
If the ladder was already set up.
The argument. How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess.
The marked window frame,
And
because
then
there's
you add
scratches.
assumptions and hearsay to that guess.
Yeah.
It is nothing more than deception.
Okay.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
I'll cut through your words.
pulls out a sword.
Okay, I'm willing to accept that situation if the ladder was already set up. But if the ladder wasn't set up already, then it makes no sense. 5 minutes isn't enough time for her to set up the ladder as well. Especially by yourself, and with such a big ladder.
It wasn't that big of a ladder. It was a regular-sized ladder. It's just the fact that it was on top of the stage that made it so it was tall enough to reach the window.
Wait a minute.
How tall is the stage?
I don't know, like halfway between the... I was under the impression that the ladder was about the same height as the stage. I don't know.
I had a theory, but it might be based on personal character bias.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What if she wasn't alone and Kokichi's in on it? Because, like, Kokichi is her main alibi from 9 to 10.
So, like, in the third case of the first game?
Yeah. Because they haven't gone over the rule of no assistance, right?
Now, this is the part that kind of bugs me in this case, or this part. The scratches on the window. Where is that? Marked window frames. They're scratched by something, but it was only rope that was tied to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure rope is enough to make scratches like that.
The way that they described how how they made the ropeway was that they also, the culprit also used the net cable, and the net cable I can see making those scratches, but that means that only one side should have scratches. But both sides have scratches. I don't believe that rope would have scratched metal like that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this case is not like the best case in this game.
Yeah, definitely not.
This isn't the best case in the series.
No, it's not.
And I'm not just saying that because my favorite character is being is the culprit.
I guess you could say this isn't the best case.
He's describing it. Never mind, he's going over what I...
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well, he's going over what I was saying.
The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with
I mean, I guess.
Oh, sure.
I don't know if rope is
that you used a rope to carry the
It
body
depends
to the
on the
window
grade
sill.
of the grade and material of rope, honestly.
I guess.
I guess.
It must be pretty freaking strong rope.
We don't know what kind of rope it was.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Ah, my eyes! There's so much flashing!
Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone! I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them. So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
They? Who's they?
What? Where is this coming from?
What is happening?
Her response seems genuine.
Also,
Okay,
so what
the
is
first
she...
time we've seen her left eye?
Maybe. I think I remember Chance mentioning something about this.
Yeah, I think you do.
I think I remember what this is all about.
Yeah, this is one of the points where, as soon as you said at the beginning of the case that you were thinking that it was her, I was like, maybe he remembers from what I told him.
I was pretty sure that I remembered, but I wasn't sure if it would have been this case specifically.
Hey,
But I remembered
who
something
exactly
about
is
this.
Everyone you're talking about. I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that
sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes.
No, next
really.
question. Oh.
So please believe me, I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together.
Oh gosh.
I want to
Wow.
the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone.
Yo, she's playing on the
Please
heartstrings
believe me. You have
situation
to.
right now.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
You're right, maybe it's you, guilty.
Sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
I'm with Miyu on this one.
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryuma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed.
Yeah.
From head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
What does that even
Lovely.
mean?
I don't really even know what that means. Alright, we've been recording for just about an hour, so I think this seems like a fairly okay place to pause for the episode. So you guys will have to wait until next time to figure out how this is going to end. We are going to be doing a second recording. Of course, we're going to be doing a second recording. So you guys will have to wait. But you as the viewers will have to wait till the next episode. Until then, everyone, comment below your favorite something.
Comment below your least favorite case for the past 2 games.
Sure. I'm okay with that.
Least favorite game?
Least favorite case.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I remember all the cases.
Me neither,
So
and I have the games.
The first case in the first game was, again, spoilers for if you haven't played any of the other games. At this point, we've referenced the other games enough that you really need to have played them if you don't want to get spoiled.
This is your totally final spoiler warning. You totally won't be getting another one.
It's your fault at this point.
It's your fault at this point, exactly. First case...
Until the next time we give one out.
It was the baseball player killing the pop star.
Yeah,
that one was a good case. That was the first one. That was like the nice...
Intro.
Yeah, that one was nice. I like that one. The second case was the biker gang guy killing the programmer.
Yeah.
That one was interesting.
That was the second case.
That was the second case, yeah. That was an interesting one because it also added in the whole serial killer thing and Byakuya throwing off the investigation just because he thought it would make it more interesting. And also introducing Toko being a psycho, literally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then the third case was the gambler killing both the fanfic writer and the hall monitor. I mean, the moral compass. That one was okay. That one, I would say, was just a little bit on the weaker side. I liked the kind of running around everywhere. It kind of reminded me of the Clue movie. But that one did feel like the killer wasn't really that... like, it was pretty easy to believe that she would do it, you know? Once we got around to starting to suspect her, and you guys figured out pretty quick, like, wait a minute, she's the one stringing us along, running around all over the place.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I picked up on that very quickly.
I didn't pick up on that immediately. But when I got to that point, I was like, yeah, she was the one that was telling us to run around all over the place. And also, based on her character thus far, I totally buy that she would kill. You know?
Yeah.
So maybe that one...
I don't remember the details of that case super well, to be perfectly honest. But
that one also had to do with
I remember
Justice
I remember it had
Hammers,
to
her
do with
trying
the
to throw it off based
Yeah,
on the size of the hammers and the numbers on them to confused
Yep.
what order they were used, and all that. And then the fourth case was the wrestler committing suicide. That one was interesting. The whole locked room thing. The fifth one...
And it made me consider suicide for every single future case.
Yep.
And then the fifth case was the one where the mastermind reused the body. And it was blown up in the garden, and then the main character ended up getting thrown in the trash pit. That was interesting. I don't
remember any of that details other than the main character getting thrown in the trash pit. That's the only part of that I remember.
That was interesting. I liked the big twist in that, where we had to choose...
No, that does... Actually, no, wait a minute. I remember with the big garden. Yeah, I remember that.
Where we had to choose whether to trust Kyoko. Because we were the only ones that knew that she had a skeleton key. And we had to actively choose to hide that information from everyone. And take the bullet for her. That was interesting. I liked that. And then in the second game, it was the imposter getting killed by the chef. That was interesting. That was an interesting case.
That one was a cool one.
Yeah, that one was a good case. I liked that.
The second case was the photographer getting killed by the swordswoman. That one wasn't as strong of a case, I would say. It kind of feels like...
That was in the pool, right?
No.
Or the beach house or whatever.
Yeah, the beach house. Yeah. That one we had to do with the arcade game that Monokuma made. That was revealing that they had already spent a year together, and I think it was Fuyuhiko's sister got killed, and Mahiru covered it up to because it was her friend that killed her, and so she covered it up, and Byakuya hated her for it, and when Peko found out through playing the video game and getting the secret ending, she got revenge by killing Mahiru. Even though Fuyuhiko didn't tell her to do it.
I thought she was ordered by Fuyuhiko.
What?
I thought she was ordered by Fuyuhiko to do it.
I don't think so. If I remember, I remember
because I remember there was a big debate at the end of the case as to whether or not Fuyuhiko should be implicated as the killer, and then Peko stepped forward.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember for sure. And then after that was the case with the virus, that they got split into two groups, and the nurse killed both the traditional dancer and the musician. That one was a really interesting case. That one was interesting.
That one was a good case. I didn't like the execution.
The execution was stupid. That was easily the stupidest execution in probably all of the games. And then the Funhouse case, which is my favorite probably in the whole series. Although one of the cases in this game is really good too. I'll give you a hint, it's the fourth case in this game is really good.
Got it, I will forget that in 5 seconds.
So we're saying worst and then after that was Nagito, and that was a good case. That was a good one.
That was a crazy one.
That one was crazy.
I don't remember which one that one is specifically.
That one was the one where he set it up to kill himself and figured out who the imposter was. That one was
great.
That was nuts. And then the cases in this game.
Yeah, okay.
So
I feel like this is one of those situations where the worst case isn't necessarily a bad case.
Yeah. I would say it would just be, the worst case would be just kind of the weaker ones, where it was a little bit more obvious who the killer was in the first game's case, and then just not being as memorable, because Mario was really unmemorable.
Yeah. I think my least favorite one is this one so far.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go with the Justice Hammer one because, again, that's probably one of the weaker ones first game.
Yeah.
That being said, it in and of itself is not a bad case.
No, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I think my least favorite one is this one because it feels like I have to suspend my disbelief a little bit too much.
That's fair. I don't blame you for that.
Give this one the benefit of the doubt.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that, also, if you're going to say a case that hasn't happened in this game yet, in the comments as your answer, please don't spoil anything. Just say, like, Game 3, Case 3, or Game 3, Case 4, or whatever. Like, don't give any spoilers, please.
Yeah.
And with
And
that...
if you already commented with that, edit your comment real quick.
Edit your comment real quick, yeah. Alright, and with that, we will see you next time. Take care.
Peace out.